Welcome back, Diecast collectors. Today we are doing a mystery drawer explorer video. That's where I unload an entirely packed, filled drawer full of diecast cars. And we're actually looking for something very specific today. The reason this video came about is I am getting ready to do my weekend classic car show or something like that. The Hot Wheels year by year, starting with 1996, and guess what? I can't find my drag bus, one of the most important, iconic vehicles released in the 1996 lineup. So it's somewhere, I think, in this drawer system. I've got 9 drawers filled with cars. I've already gone searching a little bit, but I have a few drawers, and I was like, well, I haven't been into these drawers in so long. I think this is the one we're going to start with. It's got a lot of vintage cars in here. I might as well just film it and see what comes out. Might be kind of fun. And so I can get that video together with that number 372 collector number VW drag bus with the Hot Wheels logo on it. One of the heaviest Hot Wheels, I think the heaviest Hot Wheels ever produced. And so we're getting ready to do that over here on the review table and hopefully get you that video by Saturday or Sunday, as it is my weekly video that I'm committing to. And as you can see, so much more stuff to review here. I've got green light everywhere. We've got Nina in the house. Let's say hi to Nina. What are you doing down there, Nina? Just hanging out, getting ready for some action, obviously. All right, without further ado, let's check out some of these drawers. Well, Nina is ready to go. She's already been hunting a little bit and found what we thought was a treasure hunt in one of the drawers, and it actually is a custom. I bought this a long time ago at Burrells Creek Automotive Flea Market, and look, it's got a drilled out rivet, but it's really well done. I think it's custom painted all the way around, so I'm actually going to be opening this up in this video, so stay tuned for that. That'll probably be towards the end. Nina's going to just sit down, clean her toes, maybe a few other things, while we get into the drawer. Oh my, she's getting deep into the cleaning process. How do you do it, kitty? Must be a lot of yoga practice. All right, let's go on over to the video drawer, and that is this one. As you can see a little bit closer up, we've got a lot of vintage cars in here, which kind of leads me to believe that that may be where my first edition 1996 drag bus may be hiding. I'm not certain, but look at all the cool cars in here. We've got the Hot Wheel Tattoo Series 1992. At some point, I wanted to do a video on all this stuff, and it probably still will, but you know, that could be years away at this point with the amount of stuff I got to film. So we might as well just go through it and check it out. We've got the Lost Cars of China in here. Some random stuff, some newer stuff. Mostly really hard to find cars, but like just a ton of vintage cool stuff in here. And that's just drawer 1. We're not going to stop till we find that drag bus. We've got, I think this is all, it's not going to be in here. This is all like mostly pop culture, car culture stuff. Older Boulevard cars, that's another series we're going to get going. Excuse me, little kitty cat. That's transport trucks. That's those things. I did not look in here. It might be in this drawer. Got a variety of things from newer Matchbox palette on the top. Certainly gets older as you go down. I don't think it's going to be in that drawer, though. It's mostly Matchbox. So, as you can see, Nina is always eager to help with the search. A very helpful little kitty cat, and well, I think we're gonna start with the drawer that I pointed out first. Which one was it again? Not that one. This one. So let's get this drawer completely out and just start scraping through it and see what we can find. What do you think, Nina? Think we're gonna find it in there? Chances are high. No, I don't think we need to go in there. Come on. I'm gonna crush some packaging, get all the cat fur in there. Off you go then, little puss. Thanks for your help. Well, no, she's going to stick around, but we got to make sure she doesn't climb all over the Hot Wheels, because that just won't do. Nina, don't get me tickling you. Ah. Scat, 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 pussycat. All right, let's get the tripod set up and start digging. All right, I've got the drawer propped up on a bit of a 45-degree angle against the old cabinet. And we are going to start looking in the drawer system here. Once again, Nina is coming to do her inspection, but we're going to try to continue with the show here and keep her out of that other drawer. Now, please do not go in there, kitty cat. Let's start off by opening up this non-treasure hunt and see how good of a custom whoever built this thing did. It was originally a collector number 217, 40s Woody from 1997. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like, a lot of work put into this car. I'm happily going to display it. I'm not really sure where yet, as I don't really do a lot of custom displays, certainly if they're not my own. But this one is really well done. I mean, check out all the detail paintwork on the wood print here. You would have taken several different testers' paint jars to make this, and a nice job with the rivet. I don't fully condone doing the customs and repackaging, but I get why people do it, as long as they are advertised as such and not sold otherwise. But anyways, I digress. I really do like that custom. That's a nice one. Super, super nice finish on it. And yeah, so we're going to display that somewhere. Don't know where. I don't make any claim to know everything about every car that's coming out of here today, as we are just on a kind of winging it sort of search. And I'm going to try to make sure that I've got everything in focus for you guys. We've got a Flying Customs coming right off the bat. This is super cool looking. Nissan Skyline Rs from the Flying Customs series. Wow, I bet you that thing's worth a couple bucks today. Don't have one of those in my collection, and it's super detailed. I mean, my loose collection. Collect them all. May have a few others in here. There's the Datsun 510. That one's going to be worth a lot of money, too. 68 Nova, pretty cool. What year? 2019. Very cool. And then we got this 88 Honda CRX. That wasn't released all that long ago. I did end up buying quite a few of these things, basically whenever I could find them. They weren't all that expensive. There's the 5-car set. I think, again, the Skyline was the hardest one to find. And those were released in 2020, so not that long ago. What do we got here? Is part of like an off-road collection, I guess. The Ford Bronco 4x4. Such a sweet casting that Hot Wheels brought back not that long ago. I mean, iconic vehicle. It's part of the Ford series, so you got 8 vehicles, and that was released in 2018. Now, I didn't collect all these series incomplete, but here we have Gran Turismo Jaguar XJ220, showing great livery and tampos all the way around. Some super fantastic artwork. Number 2 of 8. All the cars right there. A lot of high-value cars in here, including those Lamborghini. Both those Lamborghinis are going to be incredibly hard to find. This Skyline, that's a very expensive set these days. It's something you would want to pick up when you could. Copyright 2015, so wow, it's amazing. That's already going on 7-8 years old. Happy birthday cars typically don't increase in value all that much, but I did end up buying this Toyota MR2, as I do like that casting a lot, and I was just kind of going for every one. 6 vehicles in that set. Ooh, the El Camino is kind of cool. And that was from 2007. Wow, okay, so this drawer is old. We got an old drawer, and yes, look at, we got the El Camino. So that is pretty cool. Chevy El Camino. It's got the red windows. Yeah, so it's the same, part of the same collection. Looks like we've got a fairly complete Forza collection, or maybe there's a bunch of duplicates here. No, it looks to be a fairly complete Forza Horizon 4 collection. We've got the 911 GT2, 993, Lamborghini Veneno, gray, Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe, Aston Martin 1963 DB5. Hot Wheels has released this car so many different places, so many different series, even the mainline. This one notably has the, like it's going to focus on here, the dual black stripes on it, which does set apart from the other cars, as well, obviously, as the Forza Horizon, excuse me, Xbox livery on the sides in that kind of ghost gray tampo. We've got the 96 Nissan 180 SX Type X. Awesome car. And rounding it all out, 92 BMW M3. Was that a complete collection? I've got 6 here. There was 6 in the collection, so that was a complete collection from 2018. Jeez, we're going back. I'll put that one aside there because that's complete. Hot Wheels, Dale Jr.'s picks. I definitely did not get the whole series here. Mostly because I can't get them. Oftentimes these series are only released in the United States of America. And myself, I live in Ontario, Canada, so pretty limited on these kind of Target exclusives, Walmart exclusives. Here and there I can get them. But look, that was a big collection. and that was released in 2011. Wow. That custom V8 Vega is very cool, though. Kind of wish I had gotten more. We are going back in time as we get into the drawer. As you can see, more and more older and older lines of cars being released. We got blue cards even here. We're going way back, even before blue cards. So back into the 80s as we go. Just a few more cars here to look at. I remember when these came out. I chose not to get the whole set. There were 6 cars in the set. I did get the 71 Datsun 510 wagon and the 63 Chevy 2. Very cool. They all had this charcoal paint job. I should have got that custom 71 El Camino. That would have been a good one to get. 67 Pontiac Firebird and the 70 Plymouth Superbird would have been sweet as well. I don't know much about the Aristo Rat, but whatever. 2018 copyright. And here we have a cool vehicle, 79 Ford pickup. Kind of like a camo series, I guess. What is this called? Collect them all. It's just a whole bunch of weird camouflage vehicles from 2015. 7-8 years ago once again. My goodness, the time just flies by. What are these? These are kind of cool. I really like the artwork on these. Larry Wood 50th anniversary, 1969 to 2019. So Larry Wood, iconic and longest standing Hot Wheels designer at Mattel for Hot Wheels, created hundreds, if not thousands, of cars over his 50 years at Larry Wood. So celebrating, I guess, his departure. I think he retired after 50 years in 2018. So 10 cars in the set, looks to be. They're not listed on the back. There's 2 that I really digged. I should have probably got the whole set, but again, with shipping and eBay and all the customs charges these days that our government charges here, you know, you pay tax again. Doesn't matter how many times it's been paid on one item, just tax you to death. So I didn't get the whole series, and we got the Passin Gasser and the Street Rodder. That's a very cool casting, originally produced in 1981. I've got the original red line. Maybe it was earlier than that, 76 maybe. I do have a red line version of that car. Larry Wood's first release. Anyways, cool cars. We got some really cool cars. Look at that. We've got the Tesla Roadster coming out soon here. But number one, let's take a look at this 100 years of Chevrolet trucks, 1918 to 2018. Super desirable casting, the 83 Chevy Silverado. These things like just fly off the shelves, even on mainline. Very hard to get. There's the whole set. I don't think I got the whole set. I know I have a Blazer 4x4 somewhere. Maybe the 52 Chevy. Maybe the 67 Chevy. I think I missed a few though. I don't know which ones I have exactly, but there's only one in this drawer of that. But I do have quite a few more of these just because I loved it and I picked it up wherever I could. Let's take a look at this one, though. The first car to orbit the sun. It's still up there. It's out there just flying around space. The 2008 Tesla Roadster. Very cool. Extremely collectible car in real life. And definitely this one is collectible too. So you can see the back of the packaging. It was released in 2018. That's a hard car to find, actually, these days. So, moving on, we're going to finish off the newer cars here before we get in deep into the 80s. And hopefully find that 1996 first edition Volkswagen. If not, there might be a part 2, the way this video is going. We got the SS Express from the 4th of July series. This is a long-running release line of cars that Hot Wheels makes over the years. Oh, the Texas Drive 'em. Wow. I think I have that somewhere too. And I know I have that AMC greased gremlin. So if nothing else, I'm going to probably pair some cars together that have been purchased at separate times over the years from incomplete collections. That was released in 2009. Oh my goodness, that was a long time ago. Clover cars. Not overly collectible, but check these out. All metal on metal, so they've got to be old. We've got the 64 Pontiac GTO with an opening hood. And also with an opening hood, the 70 Camaro RS. Awesome. So just like basic wheels on them, but super cool paint jobs. And there's the whole collection. So I think I got the best ones. The Lotus Esprit is pretty cool. Should have got that. 2008. We're getting older. We're going back. Now, let's look at probably the oldest one you're going to see so far. Lost Cars of China. Why were they called the Lost Cars of China? I remember there was a story. There is a story behind this. I don't remember. Hotbird, one of 10,000. So, quite a few of these cars were produced. However, they are highly collected nowadays. It is a made-in-China car. Metal on metal. There were other vehicles released, but not very many. And there's the whole story if you care to pause and read it. There you go. Tools used to make certain model cars were misplaced, discarded, mislaid, well, lost. That's what it says. So the Hotbird original casting was lost. But as we know, the Hotbird has been re-released. So they've made a new casting. It's not the exact same casting, but whatever. And those were released in 2004. Wow. All right, we are going back in time. Next, we've got a 100% complete Tattoo Machines series. I don't know if you guys are as old as I am, but I was born in 83, and I grew up buying these cars at Kmart, Zellers, you know, maybe Walmart. There was all sorts of different big department stores no longer exist here in Canada, like Towers, Sears, Eaton's. Oh, man. I would go hunting for these cars, and like they were a premium car, $2.69 back in the day, $2.37 at Phase Drugs. I think that was American. Pretty cool to see these old price tags on them. So I'll never open these cars because like they're so cool, and they got the original tattoos. You got the Hot Wheel Punk, like that was the iconic kid in the commercials. You know, Hot Wheels are cool, buy Hot Wheels. And they did stay on for days. I remember wearing these tattoos for days when I put them on my original cars, which I still have. I obviously don't have the tattoos, but I do now because I bought all 12 cars years ago. These were released in 1992. So there we have a selection of cars. We got the BMW Skull Rider, they called it. I think it's a 323 convertible or something. The Spider Rider. That's the Laguna or something. Then we got the Porsche 959. Igor. Like, awesome names. Awesome names. Let's keep going. We've got the Lightning Storm. Very cool. I forget the real name of that car. And Street Beast. I think that's the actual name of this car. Maybe not. It is a 75 Corvette monster car. And, oh, I remember now looking at these cars. These were the two that I had back when I was a youngster. Ammo and Street Dog. So we got the BMW M3, or is this the M3? Did I already say M3? I think this is the M3. I remember wearing these tattoos. And Ammo. That was my favorite car. I've got 3 of these now. 2 loose, 1 in the package right here. Coolest tattoos of all. Guns, weapons, explosions. Like, not allowed for today's children. 99 cents. Wow, that was a deal. Compared to $1.99. That's a really good deal. Anyways, I paid a little bit more than that. I don't think that much, though. When I got these complete collection, like I bought this probably 10, 15 years ago. So my sister had the Open Wide. Probably a name you wouldn't find nowadays either for various reasons. But anyways, lots of mouths on this this Baja van. Very cool. Got all these mouth tattoos. And we got the Road Pirate. Very rare casting, actually. Wasn't used very often. But probably looks the best right here. And we got the Dragon Wagon. Very cool. I forget the name of this car as well. It's just another fantasy car, but look at the tattoos. Holy smokes, these are cool. Then we got the this is just called Hot Wheels, because it comes with a million Hot Wheels graphic tattoos. This is the Race Bait 308, also known, well, it's based on a Ferrari 308 GTB. Super cool car, probably fairly coveted nowadays. There are a lot of Ferrari collectors out there. 2 variations of the school bus. They called it Bus Boys here. And check out the terminology of the early 90s, you know. Wow, it's all backwards because it's a tattoo print, so almost should mirror the camera here to read it right, but not, did, chill out, something, excellent, whoa. What about radical, awesome, and cowabunga? That should be in there. So that is the tattoo series. Looks like we're digging deeper. Gonna have a mix of vintage cars and maybe somewhat, I don't know, newer cars and weird series. Got this 20th anniversary 3-car set. Would have been $1.99. All these are metal on metal. 1988. Wow. Free special edition car for $1.99. You got the Corvette funny car here in the exclusive 20th anniversary gold chrome. A Bywayman metallic blue. Oh, wow. And a Peterbilt dump truck with black walls. These are ancient and expensive cars nowadays. There was other sets to get, including these awesome vehicles, which we're probably going to see in a second. The Turbo Trax Turbo Glow Jump Set had just been released. I have that. Awesome set. Awesome playset. Gotta start doing more playset videos. If only there's more time. Why is there not enough time? Again, $1.99, 20th anniversary. We've got that free special edition Mercedes 540K with actual printed metal change right on the hood. The only time it was released, we've got the Gulch Stepper and the 80s Corvette with the opening hood. Super cool. One more to look at. Which one? We've got the Tall Riders, the free version here from 1988. Once again, Chrome Special Edition Tall Rider. We've got the 427 AC Cobra metal on metal opening hood. And, of course, we've got the Destroyer 1 in green camo. Fairly common casting, all black wall wheels. Super cool. I buy those wherever I can if they're decent priced. And I hope that that Volkswagen bus is in here, but I'm not so certain. I'm not so certain anymore. Either way, I'm having a lot of fun here. I hope you guys are too. Definitely leave me a comment and suggestions. I have to say thank you for all the awesome suggestions on video ideas. And I am making a list of those awesome ideas, whether it be car-specific videos or themes or brands or whatever. You guys have tons of awesome ideas, and once winter comes and I hermit out a little bit more, I will be making a lot more videos, just kind of tying up a lot of loose ends as summer closes and fall starts. But blah, blah, blah. Let's look at this. 86 Monte Carlo SS. Oh, that is sweet. Black wall wheels. This is part of the 80s collection of what? I don't know. Collect them all. Looks like we got a few of them. 2017. So we got a few. We got 3, 4, 5. I see 5 out of 8. Bone shaker with black wall wheels. Super cool. Look at the graphic art. Oh, wow. That is awesome. And we've got this cool little car, the 85 Honda City Turbo 2. Probably the nicest paint job on this car you're going to find. Let's quickly... Oh, we got 6 out of 8. Wow, we're only missing 2. The custom Datsun 240Z. Aqua blue with number 72 on it. And update, Nina's just still chilling, chewing on her toes. And next up, we've got... Oh, look at this. Awesome 65 Ford Mustang. Opening hood. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful casting representation. And rounding out, looks like, oh, no, we've got 9 out of 10. I see more. Which one am I missing? The Morris Mini. Peace and Love. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Got the peace symbol on the roof. Look at this car, though. The Cadillac El Mirage. This, I believe, was a concept car. Hot Wheels only made it a few times. And I think this was the final time they ever released it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But very cool casting. Yeah, I'm missing the BMW. No, I'm not. It's right there. Okay, we got a full 8-car set. Once again, that's hard to find. The BMW E36 M3 race car. Gorgeous paint job. Love the black wall wheels. It was so nice that Hot Wheels brought back black wall wheels in 2017. Something you don't see all that often. I think since 68 was the last time we saw that sort of thing. What do we got here? These are pretty crazy looking cars. We got the I Rock and Roll. Yeah. And All Hustle, No Disco. Wow. These are amazing. We got 2 Camaros. We got an 85 Chevy Camaro and an 81 Chevy Camaro. Super cool paint job, super cool artwork. Nothing on the back. 50 years, so I think that's 2018 copyright, if I'm not mistaken. It says 2017. Hot Wheels was officially released in 1968, so probably a 2018 release with a 2017 copyright. We'll just put those down there. What else we got? We got a few cars. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, I'm getting kind of anxious. Where is that darn drag bus? It's not in here. Oh, well, we found lots of super cool things here. We got these Hot Wheels Redline re-releases, matching California, or matching collector's button, just like in the old days. The packaging looks very similar. It's the vintage series, so there was a lot of cars released in this series. I didn't actually collect this series in general. Basically just got probably the two most collectible cars in the series right there. There was a lot of color variations, just like in real life back in the day. And these were released in 1993 is the copyright. A lot of different cars. Every car has its own. So basically every car from the original release year, 1968 through about 1969, maybe 70, 72, was re-released, oftentimes looking very much like the cars produced 50 years ago. So a great opportunity as a collector to pick up cars that you can't otherwise afford, because personally I don't collect original redline cars simply because I can't afford them. They're just too expensive now on the secondary market, oftentimes ranging from $200 to $2,000 is not uncommon. So this was a nice opportunity to pick up some cars for $5, you know, back when they were released in 93. And you got lots of color variations, as you can see by this 55 Nomad wagon, all with the actual opening hood, just like it was back in the day. Printed taillights. The way you can for sure quickly tell these cars are, you know, if they find them loose, is they got the Hot Wheel logo on them, which they never had back in the day. The Blackwall wheels are not the pointy sort of chrome-centered Blackwall wheels. The base is very shiny, and mainly, it says right on the bottom, vintage. Hot Wheels vintage and made in China. So even though it has that date, 1969, not actually a 1969 car, guys. If you have one of these and you weren't sure, the fact that they're made in China and says Hot Wheels vintage on it means that you have a reproduction car of one of the original cars. Still quite collectible nowadays. These cars are going up in value tremendously. I haven't looked at prices lately, but I would imagine at least one of these cars in here is probably worth about $20, $25. I don't know which one. We've got 6 different variations of that 55 Nomad. What else are we looking at? We got some Final Runs in here. Final Run is a very cool series of cars. Basically, Hot Wheels destroyed the original castings to produce these actual Hot Wheels cars back in the day. So, retiring model in 1999, this Mercedes 380 SEL. Actually, truly, one of my all-time favorite Hot Wheels castings from childhood. Loved this car. Loved it even back then, but this is the best one ever. Printed taillights, printed license plate, cold mold 6-spoke wheels, rubber tires, fully decked out, like absolutely gorgeous car. And unfortunately, they destroyed the mold. So this was the car. These were the cars that were being destroyed. And you can see there's a whole list of these cars. I own every single one of these cars, of course. Be my favorite, never to be seen again. And that was released in 1998. So a long time ago. We got that one. And then this one again, another poor choice of a car to destroy. Honestly, like, because these are iconic cars nowadays. We got the Porsche 928 here. Strangely, this one doesn't have the images of the other cars wrecked. It does have the list of cars destroyed. This was a 2002 casting destruction, I call it. But you got those chrome 5-spoke real rubber tires. This car never had an interior. That's why it has the chrome opaque window. Just super beautiful looking car. All gloss black. There's more of those too. I've got more of those, but I don't know why those are there. We're going to pair them up with cars that where they should be. This is just a very rare assortment of cars, actually. Back when I was, like, I've been collecting my whole life, but 40 years of Hot Wheels, 2008, there was a lot of really rare cars. This 68 Plymouth Hemi Cuda was one of the tough cars to find on the pegs back then. Pretty cool. And they had a little bit like a little bio on each car. So it says copyright 2007. Another, the next three cars you're about to see here all were like instantly scalped in 2007, 2008 when they came out. One was this Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. Like for years, this car was commanding 1,000% increase on price. So yeah, $1 to $10, no problem. Sometimes selling for $20. It may have come down in value since then. This one, I doubt. I think this one's still hard to get. It's the 65 Volkswagen Fastback. Amazing, like very heavy casting. It's a funny car, so it actually lifts up. I've never even opened one of these things. And I don't know if I have more than just this one, actually. All these cars, I think I may only have one of each. I do have two of this one, but I don't know where the other one is. So, still looking. 2006, first edition, number 31 of 38. The 55 Chevy panel has a opening tailgate with slide-out motorcycles. All die-cast. Probably the second heaviest car ever produced. Bought at Sears for $1.29. Definitely worth in the neighborhood of $15, $20 these days. Very hard to find, especially on a good card. Probably not going to ever open that one. Here we have a Canada-only exclusive. The special edition Series 3500. It's mostly in French. Canadian Tire. That's a large kind of automotive tool store exclusive to Canada, where I live here. And you can see it's got the green maple leaf signifying part of our flag, our national flag, and Canadian Tire on the pyramid. These were sold for about $3 each at Canadian Tire for 1 year in 2007. Although I only have one here, I know I did buy about 4 or 5 of these things. Where the rest of them are, I have no idea. The rest of the cars in here look to be a smattering of different years. We've got these exclusives. The Tom Arch Price Guide. That was like a collector car book. I don't know where you would have bought this or how you would have got it, but in 1998, congratulations. What does that say? Congratulations. You have an authentic Hot Wheels vehicle. Cool. And we have the Cars Special Edition movie, Disney Pixar, Valvoline. Actual car, though, not like funny-eyed cars with faces on the windshields. This is pretty rare. Simple card art, copyright 2005, made in Thailand. Very nice representation of that stock car. Looks like a Dodge, maybe a Dodge car. What else we got? Let's see. Why are these in here? Maybe they were hard to find. Alternate. These are K-Day cars. That's why. When Kmart's out of existence in Canada, I don't think there's any Kmart's left at all. 67 Oldsmobile 442. At one point, I was really trying to get every Hot Wheel ever made. I've since given up on that because clearly I can't keep up. 71 Plymouth Roadrunner, neon green, K-Day. And, you know, the other thing is that shipping was so much more affordable back 5-10 years ago when I bought a lot of these cars. We got the custom 64 Galaxy 500 here. Now I got to pay customs, HST, tax. I already moaned and groaned about that, so I guess I should just be quiet. Leap Year, Hot Wheel Leap Year. This is a cool casting. It was also released on mainline without the Leap Year kind of livery background art. Just regular Hot Wheels packaging for 2008, I think this car released. 67 Chevelle SS396. Super hard to find, irregardless, in my neck of the woods. That was 2015. Apologies. I'm off by more than half a decade. Lowriders, also extremely cool. And we've got the, what is this, a Riviera? Looks like a Riviera. Very cool car. Super sweet artwork. And wow, look at all those different series that you could get. 71 Buick Riviera, yeah. So really cool. Should have got more of those, but heck, that was too long ago to go back in time. So let's go on over to some Flying Customs. Another release of Flying Customs. These are even older than the ones we saw at the start of the video. Copyright 2006. So we've got some Flying Customs. We've got the Super Chromes listed on here. These were two cars I chose to get. And they are beautiful. So we have, looks like a Pontiac GTO. We're going to 65. and a Plymouth Barracuda, I think. Super, super nice graphics. And, well, was it it was a Dodge Dart, sorry, 68 Dodge Dart. What am I talking about? Next, we've got birthday cars, cars of the decades, and summer racing. So, just a smattering. I think we already looked at this car, did we not? We've got this, yes, we've got 2 of these cars. 2 birthday cars, so those have been connected. Already looked at that. And we've got that 65 Volkswagen Fastback. Definitely, I was trying to pick up every casting released, hence why I bought one of the cars of the decades. Again, not released in Canada. Missed every car in this collection. Some really cool ones. They may be somewhere. I may find them yet as I do more drawer explorers, but that's the only way to find them, because normally I don't go digging too often. I've got too much to do already. So, summer racing, we've got the 57 Chevy Bel Air Convertible. Super cool. Black with purple flames and purple interior. Lots of detail. Released in 2009. This last one that we looked at was released in 2011. Very cool. What do we got here? Some strange, the Bat Pod. That's interesting. We've got Batman on it. You don't normally buy stuff like this. There's a few different Bat Cycles available. 2013. I know nothing about that. We've got a change color car here of the Batmobile. That's probably the most desirable car of the year and color change. So it looks like you can get red or flames on it, or no flames. 2015. Never opened. Never tried. What else we got? We got some interesting, these are every car you're going to see now here are mainline cars, but they were hard ones to find. The Angry Birds. We got the Red Bird and the Angry Birds Minion. And those were released in 2012. Those were hard to find for a while, and then they just like filled the shelves. They weren't hard to find at all after that. Kind of the same true for the Homer, this vehicle from the Simpsons television show. Homer's kind of imagined, he thought he was going to be a car designer, so he came up with this like fantastical design for a car, and this is it. Absolutely ridiculous. A super funny episode, super funny show, really. Awesome. That was released in 2013. What about this one? We're going to just switch around here. 2012 new models. This is a brand new first edition 76 Dodge Little Red Express pickup truck. This one actually has the actual Little Red Express livery on the sides. Terrific detail and super cool. It was released as an alternate color same year in dark metallic purple with a gray interior, chrome base, 5-spoke wheels. Very cool. Love that casting. We're going to go back to movie cars here just for a second. We got the Flintstones. The Flintstones Flintmobile. Fairly heavy, mostly die-cast metal casting, released in 2013. Unless I'm wrong, because here we have another version. This one looks a little bit more authentic. It's got like gray instead of like the beige. We'll just do a side-by-side. Different everything, basically. And that was released in 2013 as well. So, oh no, 2014. Yeah. So that was 2013 and 2014 for the gray and brown version. A couple final movie cars. Well, there's 4 actually. We've got the Time Machine Hover Mode, Hot Wheels City, Back to the Future, DMC Delorean. Very cool. Hot Wheels made a lot of these cars over about a 2-year span in the main line. Copyright 2013. Super cool. Then we got, this was probably the hardest vehicle to find, the Beatles Yellow Submarine. I mean, not only Hot Wheels collectors were buying this, but like Beatles fans, which there's numerous. Music fans, just about anyone that knew that this would go up in value. This was released in 2017. So what's interesting is at the bottom of the box or drawer here. And then we got the Volkswagen Beetle, collect number 53, the Love Bug, copyright 2013. That's the Herbie vehicle, obviously. The Herbie Volkswagen Beetle. Super hard to find. All metal, white 5-spoke wheels. That concludes the video, my friends. We did not find the first edition Volkswagen. And I figure this is about half an hour. Nina's gone fast asleep. And so I cannot continue without a second video. We will be back shortly. And, of course, if you're after anything, happy hunting.